Hello, my name is Tyler Rice, and welcome to my informational interview presentation. So, I'd like to start off my presentation with a picture of a tiger's eye, because I believe the symbolism behind a picture such as this is very important. It reminds me that no matter how many obstacles are thrown at you in life, to keep moving forward. So, to start, my first interview was with Zachary Fry. He is an investment manager at CrowdStreet Marketplace, and the biggest piece of advice he gave to me was to fall in love with what you do. And the second interview was with Noah Cheney, a customer development representative at Power Home Remodeling. And what he had to say for the most important piece of advice was to be confident and have a positive mental attitude. So, my areas of interest or careers that I'm looking into are financial analyst, investment manager, and then maybe sales. And Zachary Fry is an investment manager at CrowdStreet Incorporated, a real estate investment company, crowdfunding. And why Zachary? Zachary's job is very detail oriented and also heavily involves real estate, which I find interesting, in finance as well. And how? He is co-workers with my cousin. So, CrowdStreet Incorporated. So what CrowdStreet does is if a real estate developer, say, wants to build an apartment building, but they still need $2.3 million to build this building, what they would do is they would contact CrowdStreet and they would submit all their plans to CrowdStreet, and then CrowdStreet would review it and then decide whether or not they want to put it on their website. And what their website is crowdfunding, so the public can invest in real estate. So if you go look in their website, there's a bunch of different developments that you can choose to invest in, like apartment buildings, hotels, student housing, like commercial real estate, such as that. And the minimum you can invest is $25,000. And previously, if you wanted to invest in real estate before companies like CrowdStreet, it would be in the millions of dollars. And this is what their headquarters looks like in Portland, Oregon. And would I work for this company? That's a solid yes, because I see a lot of potential in real estate and the investment side in real estate and find it very interesting. And some of the skills that you need for Zach's job, which is investment manager. So what Zach does is when a real estate developer wants to get crowdfunding from CrowdStreet, they have to go through Zach first. So they submit their plans to Zach, and Zach will go over all of their financials, look at their models, look at their past developments, how well they've done previously, obviously. He'll have phone calls with like the presidents of these real estate development companies and upper level management as well. So some of the skills you need to do that is very detail oriented, very specific, looking at all of the models and having a great understanding of values and the principles that govern those values, and also be a good communicator as well, as he is communicating with his team as well as these real estate developers. So some of the responsibilities he has is to review deals submitted to CrowdStreet. And then once he's decided that a real estate development would be a good investment for the clients of CrowdStreet, then he would go over that deal with the investment committee at CrowdStreet. So he would make a PowerPoint on why he thinks that this deal would be good and why this development company is a good development company, basically. And then the real estate investment committee just tries to pick them apart and help decide whether or not it's a good deal. And the lesson that I learned from talking to Zach was to be passionate about what you do. Because if you really fall in love with your job and your career, you're only going to want to keep getting better and keep learning and become better at what you do. So the second person that I interviewed was Noah Cheney. He is a customer development representative at Power Home Remodeling. And why Noah? I chose Noah because previously to doing these interviews, I had a slight interest in sales, but really wanted to know if it was something that I wanted to get into. And how? He was a college basketball teammate with my brother at Eastern Nazarene College in Quincy. So, Power Home Remodeling, what they do is they sell windows, siding, roofing, and doors to make homes more energy efficient. So, the outside of houses. This is what their headquarters look like in Pennsylvania. And would I work for this company? I do not think so. Mostly just because I lost a lot of interest in sales after my interview with Noah. A lot of what he had to say was the marketing side that he was into was more door to door. Although when you think of door to door, you think of sales. He's technically part of the marketing department. So what he does is he goes in to neighborhoods and then just scouts out houses and decides whether or not he thinks they need a new door or need a new roof. And I included the word manipulation on this slide because a lot of what he had to say about what his job was seemed almost manipulative, which I understand is essentially what sales is. But the way he described, like, he told me, yeah, like my job is you walk up to the door, you put on a fake smile and pretend to be their friend. And that's not something that I'm very interested in. So some of the skills you need for this job is interpersonal skills, positive mental attitude, and confidence. One of the things that he told me was before he went and knocked on doors, he just assumed that they would buy. And the responsibilities he has is to scout houses that he thinks need new roofing, siding, windows, or doors, make people like you, and set appointments. So he's, like I said before, he's in the marketing team, not the sales team. So what he does is he knocks on doors in houses and just tries to set appointments. He doesn't make sales. So if he sees a house that he thinks needs new roofing, he'll go knock on the door and say, "Hey, sir, I think you need new roofing. Would you like me to set an appointment with a roofing expert?" Which is really just any salesperson at Power. And if the person says yes, then the next day a roofing expert would go to his house and then try to make the sale to put in a new roof on the house. So the biggest lesson I learned from Noah was to be confident and have a positive mental attitude. And conclusion, Zachary Fry, first person I interviewed, got a lot out of that interview. He's an investment manager at CrowdStreet Marketplace Incorporated, and he advised me to fall in love with what you do because that will only make you want to be better. And next, Noah Cheney. He is a customer development representative at Power Home Remodeling, and he advised me to be confident and have a positive mental attitude, which applies to not only sales, but any career. And thank you very much for watching my presentation. And to tie back to the Eye of the Tiger, one of my favorite quotes of all time is, "It's not about how hard you can get hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward." Thank you very much.